So just a little bit of a disclaimer. Every time I'm going to upload a vlog about life in general, the things that I'm going to share with you guys are just some of the ways that I deal with situations, day-to-day situations, challenges, and whatnot. So for me, these are what works best. It's up to you if you want to apply it or not, but I'm just here to share whatever I can because that's my purpose as to why I'm making vlogs. And I love it. I love it. And I hope you get to learn something from each vlog. And yeah.
Hey guys, this is Wednesday and welcome to my channel.
Hey guys. So it has been yet again another week, or make that 2 weeks of self-reflection. Every time a thought comes in, it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to entertain every single thought, because if I do, then I tend to overthink. Nowadays, I've been practicing the importance of sifting through my thoughts and knowing which specific thought could actually benefit me. So here are the ways that I help myself in understanding whatever emotions or feelings that I am currently going through. So ayun nga, let me ask you this. What do you usually do whenever thoughts are flowing through your mind? How do you address these thoughts, address the feelings or emotions that come along with it? As what I've mentioned earlier, this video is going to be about how I deal with overwhelming thoughts and emotions or feelings. It's human nature, that especially when you're at an age where you get to experience more about life, you get to become more curious. You ask a lot of questions, sometimes unnecessary questions, and humans as we are, sometimes it gets to us, sometimes it consumes us, sometimes it drains the soul out of us, our bodies, our energy, and whatnot. But how do you avoid that? How do you avoid being drained by all these thoughts, especially the negative ones? First and foremost, it's actually a practice that I've been doing just recently because I'm an overthinker by nature. I think we all are. But I've learned how to regulate my emotions, and I'm still learning actually to master it, because with every thought comes emotions. It entails emotions. So it's really important for me to think first if something is worth your time or your energy. Whenever I'm challenged by a situation, maybe a few thoughts would definitely come into my mind. But in the heat of the moment, say for example, I'm in an argument with somebody, or I'm having a confrontation with a friend or a relative, I don't let my emotions get the best of me. Sometimes I just take a pause. I let them finish first. Of course, you feel something sa moment na yun. And by the time that they finish and I regulate my emotions, I would definitely make my point. And I want to make myself clear, because that's how it's supposed to be. Like, the goal to at least almost every misunderstanding is for you to create common ground para maging okay kayo pareho. And if you both share the same goal na maging okay, but if not, then it's solely up to you. A little bit of a backstory. The amount of times that I've wasted on overthinking back when I was in high school and in college was insane, to be honest. And if you were to ask me if there's one thing that I regret doing, that's probably one of it. But I've learned a lot from those situations. Kasi I grew up to be very, well, not secretive, but I tend to suppress everything, all of it, like all the thoughts, all of the emotions. And I realized that's unhealthy in any way. As an overthinker, I don't know if you can relate to me, guys. There's a lot of factors that affect being an overthinker. Sometimes it's probably because you don't have anybody else to talk to. Sometimes it's probably because of the fear of being criticized or misjudged by people. Sometimes it's just you. You don't want to speak up about it just to avoid any unnecessary misunderstanding or whatsoever. Sometimes it's just you telling you to stop. I don't want to talk about it. You would just want to brush it off. I was unhealthy in a way back when I was back in my high school days. Recently, I learned the importance of giving yourself some time to think, of course, but not to an extent that you drain yourself out. It's really not healthy. It affects my entire day and how I go about my day. I would pause and think about it. Will this be beneficial? Will this benefit me if I think about it for minutes or hours? Will this affect me in a certain way? Will this affect my mood? Will this affect how I would treat others? So all of those in a span of a few seconds. But primarily, I would ask myself first if it would help me or not. If me entertaining a thought would help me or not. Then the rest will follow. If I know that me entertaining a thought would help me solve a problem or an issue, then I would take my time to think things through. Usually, whenever thoughts become overwhelming, if I don't talk about it, I know that there are other ways for me to release it. That's why it's really important for you guys to have different outlets, be it hobbies, journaling, writing, or simply just talking. Journaling is all huge relief for me because it's also a fact that I don't want to be a burden to other people. I don't want to burden people of my problems simply because we all are carrying our own weights. Apart from journaling, what I would do is if I don't have somebody to talk to, or if I choose not to speak about it, I would try to voice it out in a sense that I could literally hear myself, hear my thoughts. And sometimes it helps. It actually helps to have somebody you know that you can trust with all of your heart and your thoughts. It helps to talk to a friend about it because it's also beneficial that you get to see different perspectives from other people. But should you decide to talk to a friend or talk to somebody or probably a stranger about your problems, you should also bear in mind that that person may or may not be able to help you. That person may be carrying also a weight on their shoulders. Sometimes it's really helpful that you take a moment for yourself first to pause, because imagine if that person is also vulnerable and going through tough times as well, and then you decided to unload everything, then chances are it may not help both of you. So it would be best, I would say, this is just a friendly advice, it would be best if you deal with your own thoughts first. And if it gets too much, if it's so much weight already, you always have to understand that there will always be ways for you to process everything. If you have the means to seek for professional help, then do it. There's nothing to be ashamed about it. Sometimes they know better than us, but most of the time we know ourselves even better. So it's really important that you get to understand kung ano ba yung outlet na mag-work for you. And of course, above anything else, me just praying and talking to God. I'm not here to preach. I must say that praying and talking to God or to Lord or to Allah or to the universe actually helps me a lot, because I know for a fact that He listens and He knows everything and He's just there. I mean, There may be times wherein you feel like he's not responding or he's not listening, but he is. He always does, okay? He always listens. The world listens. The universe listens. Whoever is up there is listening. And I just pray and ask for guidance every single time. And I pray, especially if it gets too much, too heavy for me, to a point wherein I feel like I'm helpless. Magpapray lang ako and I would feel better. Every time I am faced with a negative thought, I would always go back to my core. I would always go back to the things and the people that I value, just to verify which of these are true, which are not true, meaning not helpful or not beneficial to me. That is how I go about processing all these thoughts. If you're an overthinker, you know how I feel. I know how you feel. It gets heavy on some days. Sometimes it gets to a point where you feel like you couldn't move. You feel like, it's debilitating in a sense. Sometimes it affects you physically. You don't eat, you don't exercise, you don't want to talk to anybody, but it's how it is. We just have to figure out a way. There are tons of ways for you to release everything, but I would say that it's up to you which one is more beneficial, which one will help you more, in a sense, because every situation is different and every thought is different. So whenever it gets overwhelming, probably it's best if you just take a pause for a while and pray. Because when you yourself, you know that it's not important, then you will not waste any of your time and your energy on those unimportant thoughts or people or things, whatever. So yeah, you guys have a nice day, and I hope I'll see you again on my next vlog. Probably another travel vlog. Yeah.
So for more vlog ventures and life updates, do follow Wednesday Vlogs.